but not least, this is a perfect segue to me speaking about this brother that I have on here, Erik Norwood on drums.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on?
Norwood is he also has a podcast show that he does.
Yes, sir.
Thing.
Appreciate it.
Um,
Musicians Exchange, yeah.
yeah, awesome podcast. Matter of fact, so during this pandemic of not really performing, I've had the opportunity to catch up on all the episodes, man.
Oh,
So
that's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, look,
I
better
wouldn't-
late than never. I appreciate it, bro. Huh?
Are you doing the third season?
Yeah, that's actually what I'm working on, man. Yeah, it's
What's up?
underway. But yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute. Whatever. I'll
Good
let you
deal.
finish.
So, Erik, so I'm particular when it comes to drummers, and a lot of that has to do with Desmond DJ. There are a lot of great drummers. There are a lot of drummers that have good pocket, drummers that have great feel. But if you ask them to do something, they have more of their personal thing that they want to bring to the table. So instead of just doing what I ask you to do, I may ask you to do something very, very trivial, or you may even feel like it's not your cup of tea. Like you don't play this way. You'd rather do this kind of feel. So for me,
right.
I don't have time for that. Not that you can play great. You can do that, but that's not my cup of tea. So I never worked with Erik before, but I seen him in rehearsals. He plays at the church here in Durham, and I noticed just in him as when he sit down to approach the drums, he was very particular with what he did. Like he just didn't do anything that came to mind. It was like he played in a manner that said, okay, this is musical, this will work, this won't work. I may try it. Nah, that's not gonna cool. Let me fall back. I can do this. So those were the things for me that they're key to say, okay, this person is intentional with what they do, with how they perform. Chances are he gonna listen to some instruction and be able to deliver. So without naming names, there's a great number of super talented drummers that don't fit that bill. And I'm not bashful in saying it. Like it's some of our favorites. I love to hear other stuff, but when you're working with me,
right.
Oh, you admit it. Oh, what'd you say? Oh, okay. As long as everybody heard that. Did you hear that, Cameron? Yeah, okay.
So let me give you just a little history. There's a side joke that says I'm cutthroat. But I'm really not in general. But when it comes to drummers, that's probably the one area that I
and vocalists.
Well, now I just to interject, be it a drummer myself in some respects, I am hard on drummers. So that because
saved you.
It's real. But see, my thing is, I know what I hear, but I just I like to go for drummers that I feel are more skilled than myself, because I might be able to hear it and not be able to reproduce it, but I can kind of get you to close to what I'm hearing. And if anybody that can take directions well, they can finish the thought process when I can't explain to you the rest of the way.
Oh my goodness. You are, we need you around all the time.
I give you an award for that. That's for real.
I'm gonna back off now because I can't say nothing about that. It's what explanation you just had right there. Let me put myself on mute.
That's real.
But Erik, I felt right away. I saw it, I recognized it, and I felt right away that working with him would be a breeze, and it absolutely was. I sent him the music. He listened to it. He did his homework. Came in. He knew what it was. I had a few particular things that I wanted him to do, and without very much effort, he knocked it out, and I appreciated it. I know you do a podcast show. The thing that I want to you to speak on, other than the things that you're working on, I also want to know from you, how are you staying creative during this time of not really being able to have our normal interaction with musicians when performing?
To be honest, man, I've been trying to branch out more and be creative, tap into a creative lane or step outside my box even further. The podcast was something different, but I'm trying to, perfect my production.
Okay.
From sessions and any work like that when it comes with clients and stuff like that, whether it be learning how to mix vocals, learning how to do stuff that I don't normally do. I don't want to be just a drummer. I don't want to be just a session or live drum. You know what I mean? So just stuff like that, working on production and upgrading some of my gear, learning the do's and the don'ts, and also, strengthening my weaknesses, like, what retention skills and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Like how you came to me with a record on the fly. I made sure I did my homework, but at the same time, most people want to perfect it that first time around. You get what I'm saying? Like, we just want to knock it out of the park and send it back to the client, and they are super satisfied. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just really staying on the creative side, man. For real. What other avenues can I venture off into that can help musicians?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Even jumping into the LLCs and stuff like that. Just branding, some of everything, man. For real, outside of working, playing at churches and stuff like that. Just encouraging the homies, everybody, all the musician friends that they're doing their thing and they're branching out in different lanes, encouraging them to branch out in different lanes as well. But don't forget, when this time is over, that, we still, you should come back A1 even stronger. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so, how would you say working with me for this particular song was? Was it a good experience?
Yeah, it was a great experience, bro. It was cool. Like,
why you ain't ask me that question? But he ain't asked me or you that, Cameron, because he knew when he was gonna get back, Cameron. He didn't ask. Notice, Cameron, he did not ask you that.
I will both give you both an opportunity to address that.
I will say, like you said, you didn't have to call me, man. It's a million other drummers out here, and that even ran through my mind. Like, I'm grateful for the opportunity, for real, appreciate it. And but yeah, you could have called a million other drummers. So I'm like, all right, well, what is it with me? I know, what I bring to the table, and that's one of the main things I strive to do. Make sure the client is happy, give them whatever they want. It's whatever the artist want, whatever genre you playing. Nah, don't play what you want. Move yourself out the way and play what they want. And it even helped. The fact that you was there and it's like, all right, cool. This is exactly what you want. All right, here, are you satisfied? Anything else you need me to adjust? And I'm always, stay open to adjustments. Don't get offended. It's nothing about feelings. It's nothing about, you just got to remove yourself and be professional, man. So it was a fun process because sometimes you get clients where, all right, I want this. And you play that. And then that's not what they want once you've recorded it. And then you got to go back. And so, the scheduling and just being busy and trying to find time in between. But it worked out perfect, man. I had fun, for real. I appreciate you, letting me go and do what I needed to do on the end. Just free reign with that portion too. So it was fun, man. It was fun.
You knocked the mess out of their drum solo, man.
Bro, I appreciate the challenge, bro. For real. For real.
But it's not necessarily a testament to me, but I knew that you could do what I was looking for.
I appreciate it, man. Big
Much
time.
like you alluded to, is that I'm a drummer at heart. But there are a lot of things that I just am not able to do skillfully. But I hear and I know I know what I like to hear and I know what I like to feel. And a lot of times, certain instruments are necessary to have a certain feel for you to get that message across. And yeah, drums was definitely a necessary part to the feeling of this song.
Mm-hmm. And one thing I add, as far as my plan or my approach, it's cool, like you said, the oohs and the ahs or whatever, but that's not what I'm playing for. I'm playing to shift the room. You know what I mean? When you listening to the record or when it's live, if I look around while I'm playing and everybody bobbing their head and they just stuck, I'm doing my job.
Good.
And I can't tell nothing but the artist is happy. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.